Hey there, gym owners. It's Steve from Gym Hub, also owner of Rush Cutters Health. As a gym owner myself, I think it's really important to maintain communication daily around coronavirus information and making sure we remain positive and keep things moving. I did a post earlier in the week sharing what I believe will be the 2020 predictions for the fitness industry. If you haven't watched it, go back and have a look from 2 days ago. I think we're going to see the great divide. I think there's going to be businesses that come out of this crazy next sort of 3 months or so who will be in front, who will actually, because they've been seen as a leader, because they've been on the leading by example in terms of cleanliness, leading by example in terms of managing members' expectations and helping people out during this period. You'll win a lot of goodwill, and market share will go to you at the end of it. The other, you'll see people in shopping centres pushing each other to get toilet paper rolls, and unfortunately, some of those people with the same response own gyms and will shut up shop when they don't need to. Even I totally understand that what's happening in Europe is very different to what's happening in Sydney, where I'm based. But I think for that reason, it is important to play the cards that you're dealt. And if you do have the ability to be trading at the moment and showing, a tremendous duty of care around cleanliness. My wife trained at Orange Theory this week, and only every second piece of equipment was being used. Every single person was given an alcohol wipe after the wipe down touch points. And in reality, it's much cleaner than going to your local cafe or I guess kids going to schools and things like that at the moment. So yeah, I'm still training in the gym. I'm still encouraging people to come and train in our gym, and I want to encourage you, gym owners, to do what you can to sort of maintain the sanity. I want to share a couple of examples. One is showing appreciation. There's an example by one of the Gym Hub network this week. Krista Gabby's down in Tasmania sent out a message to all of her members, just thanking them for their support during this period. Thanking them, because it is times of uncertainty, and a lot of them are still coming in to use facilities or taking part in outdoor classes. A lot of them are still, have direct debits and stuff coming through, which keeps her staff in a job, and by showing her appreciation. I think everyone gets it. Like, times are tough for everyone at the moment, and it's the uncertainty is probably the hardest thing. I think that was just really smart to go out and actually be appreciative of the people that are, supporting your business and your staff and your livelihood, and show them, values in some other form if for whatever reason they haven't been able to train in the last 24 hours. Another example, I went to school pick up for my kids yesterday, and I sat down next to Brad, who's got kids at the same school, and he said, yeah, I'm still training. He said, I went to Fresh Start in Narrabeen and I trained, and he said the owner, Tim, actually came past and thanked me to, coming in and still using the gyms, and acknowledge, it's crazy times, but made me feel confident that I can continue to train there, and it felt good. And I told him, this is what Brad said, he said, I told him, I'll continue to train, and I think exercising is good for the stress, and exercising is good for my immune to stay healthy. But he said, I thought it was nice that someone actually acknowledged it. I felt even more proud because, Tim's part of the Gym Hub network, and so well done, Christine, well done, Tim. You guys are leading by example. I think that's the best way to do it. So number one, show appreciation, I think, is a strong response from a fitness business owner. Number two, I think, be kind. I think there's a lot of people being selfish during a time when, mankind could actually be really nice to each other and supportive of each other. And I think, as a lot of people are standoffish and they're avoiding shaking hands and things like that, I think if you could acknowledge someone's birthday, I think if you can still send out a handwritten card to someone, or if you can, just be a little bit kinder, I think it would go over really well. So I encourage you to be kind to your family, be kind to those around you, and do what you can to just show, some kind nature when everyone else is trying to dog eat dog in the shopping centre. The third tip I've got for you is to be a leader. I think it's important to stay positive, and I think it's for that reason, try and do little updates, either on social media via video like I'm doing, or via email, just to manage and counteract what everyone's reading. The best information for me personally, because I live in Sydney, is from New South Wales Health. There is a set protocol. We know exactly what needs to happen if someone is infected with coronavirus. We understand the cleaning procedures. We understand that they'll contact us directly, and we understand that we don't need to take information that we get from Facebook as legitimate. You know, so yeah, I think for us to remain positive and be a leader, I'd encourage you. Like I've stopped listening to the radio in the car. Instead, I listen to podcasts. I've constantly looking to be the responsible. I spoke to a gym owner this week who's in Gym Hub, and he said, look, I'm trying to be positive, but it's pretty hard at the moment. And my response to him was, be the leader that your family and your staff need right now. Be suck it up and actually lead from the front. And it wasn't a personal challenge to him, but this is the same message I'm giving myself every day when I look in the mirror, and I really want you guys to do the same. Like, no one's better suited for a challenge like this than us as business owners and us as gym owners. We do more personal development. We are naturally, because of our work, quite healthy, and I think we have a real opportunity to lead by example here and show people how they can respond through challenging times. So stay positive, try and switch off to the constant drone of negativity, and try and only get your information from real resources. Wherever that is. If it's not New South Wales Health, it's based on your government, based on the expert advice. Number two, be the leader that your family and your clients actually need right now, and give them clear understanding of what they need to do. The other one is just be willing to pivot. So I've just gone through my emails. I've got an email from a supplement company selling something around boosting your immunity. That's smart. That's someone, instead of laying down and going, oh my God, it's going to be horrible for the next 3 months, instead they're going, well, what do people need right now? And then offering something like that. I just got one from a restaurant saying, hey, home delivery is here, because my understanding is Uber Eats take about 30% of the actual delivery. So they know a lot of people aren't going to go to restaurants over the next few months, so they're actually doing it in-house, and they're going to keep a larger portion of their home delivered margin by actually doing the deliveries themselves. I know inside of Gym Hub, we've got a lot of our members are providing video group training sessions, so members can stay fit and do things at home. We've got people doing a Facebook Live once a week with a Weight Watchers style support group, so you can answer questions and help people, that have questions around food or around, a bit of a support group of sorts. So I think you've got to be willing to pivot. You've got to be willing to be sort of nimble during these times. I'm in the middle of building a 4-week online challenge. So any of our members or anyone in the local area that is interested in staying fit during this time who doesn't wish to come into the gym, that they can actually take part in the challenge still. This week I'm building a ClickFunnels page, I'm building Facebook ads, I'm building an SMS funnel with emails, I'm building an ebook, and I'll share that with all the Gym Hub members so you guys can use it. But being proactive and not looking at, okay, sure, there's lots of things that may be hard at the moment for us, but there's also opportunity there if you're willing to be mobile and you think on your feet. Quick reminder, if you are a Gym Hub member, this Friday we've got an extraordinary live webinar at 12 noon Sydney time, which is specifically around coronavirus and how we can support our members more during that period, but also how we can reduce the number of dropouts and people on suspension, and how we can actually help others who are interested in supporting the gym, but others who are interested in staying fit and healthy during this period. What can we do to sort of perhaps provide a product or service for them? So look forward to doing that on Friday. In summary, guys, show appreciation. I think there's great examples by Tim and Christine on how we can actually show appreciation for our network. Number two, be kind, because people are being horrible to each other, and lead by example in that. In terms of being a leader, think about what your family needs right now. Think about what your staff are looking for and what your network needs, and make a conscious decision every day to switch off the radio in the car, avoid the Facebook rubbish, and instead get the information from an expert when you're updating people in your network, and lead by example. Look for things that can brighten people's day. Look for some good news stories to share, and keep things. We will get through this whole process. It's just a matter of, how we represent our brand and how we represent our families during this period. Gym Hub. I hope you guys are safe, and I wish you well over the next few weeks. I'll be online, as I've just